Newsstand versus Newsletter embarks on a journey of a classic wrestling year. Were the PWI readers accurate with their assessment of talent? Were the Wrestling Observer Newsletter subscribers more right than wrong? Join longtime friends Scotty and Andrew as they talk about Newsstand versus Newsletter.
Welcome to another episode of Newsstand versus Newsletter. I am your host, the future Hall of Famer, Scotty B. Bad. We're going to bring in Precious Andrew and get this show rolling because we got a big episode for you today, kids. We got a big one for you today. You're all going to watch. Make sure you click that subscribe button, like, comment, do whatever you got to do. Tell us off, say we suck because we got some top 100 lists coming up. We got lots of cool awards coming up, and we are going over the year 2022. It's a little late, It's a little late. We're in May. But it took a while for everything to come. Hey, listen, the Observer doesn't come until March? And you were waiting for a magazine for a while, so.
Yeah, but you know what happened there.
Well, the magazine, you got the wrong one. You went and got 20.
No, not even so much that. It was that you were concerned about the quality, and we figured it out. It was the, you remember.
Yeah, I don't know about, I know the internet thing, but I might be a couple things, dude. I don't think that the thing we're using is the best for quality. I'm gonna be honest. I think we should be doing OBS. It lags on this, man, and I'm connected hardwired. I mean, we shouldn't be having these problems, but it is what it is. Anyway, tell us about the contest thing that we got going on for the page.
Well, we're almost there. I mean, it's a joke at this point. I mean.
We'll get there eventually.
As soon as we hit the 100 subscribers mark, whenever that happens, it could be 2027, it could be 2038, it could be whenever. But as soon as
we're still alive, if we're still alive, we'll give away the award. Now we're dead. Sorry for your luck. Go ahead.
So as soon as we hit 100 subscribers, we're going to have a draw out of those first 100 subscribers for a 3-month paid subscription to YouTube Premium, and once you've had YouTube Premium, there's no going back to regular YouTube.
Definitely no going back. You cannot go back. I was a little poor there last time my YouTube subscription ran out, so I had to use a different email address so I had to go back to my account, get all my subscriptions set up, and it's not the same. But it's a lot better than dealing with commercials. Yeah. So 2022. I mean, not too hard to figure out what we were doing. It was only about 6 months ago. If you can't remember, you got bigger problems in your life than this podcast. So do you want to review 2022 real quickly, Andrew, to yourself? I don't know.
Well, it's funny because I was looking online trying to find wrestlers born this year, and I couldn't find a single one.
Well, not yet, no. Got a couple of deaths, I imagine. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But yeah, so you want to just jump right into the awards and just get it going here?
Well, we've got a lot.
Yeah, we do have a lot of awards.
And I don't even know who your other one is because I want to keep track of.
Oh yes, thank you for reminding me. I got to bring it up here. Hold on a second, because I have the other one and I totally forgot about it. So I got to bring up my WordPad here and get their awards. I said everything's set up except for them. Where are they at here? There we are. All right, we got them up. So how we're gonna do? We got 4 magazines in total. Magazines, newsletters in total. I have a format set up here. Let me look at my format real quickly. I thought you were leaving. Like, where's Andrew going? Okay.
No, I'm just
let's start it real quick. My chair's broken. I can't raise it. Sucks. Rookie of the year. This has got the Observer and the PWI. You don't have one for what magazine are you using again, Andrew? The other one?
This is Inside the Ropes.
Okay. You don't have Rookie of the Year for that, correct?
I'm gonna have to go there because the thing is, you would expect the awards to be at a certain spot. That's not the case with Inside the Ropes.
Pause real quick. I think someone's knocking at my door. I could be crazy. Hold on a second.
All right.
Just keep talking about it. I'm not going to cut that. Just keep talking about it.
Okay. So it's one of these awards where I can't hold it up because it will spoil all of the other winners.
Okay. It's all together.
It's all together. And you've got the the Reader Awards, and then there's also an alternative year-end awards.
Yeah, we'll go over that at the end. Well, it's okay.
Yeah.
So just pick up PWI. You can put that up. So let's start Rookie of the Year.
But honestly,
ahead.
Scott, I was perusing through this magazine. The stuff, it's got some good stuff. You've got the women's top 50 in within the year-end issue, and also they have like the nostalgia bit where you've got Wrestler Spotlight on Earthquake.
Okay.
And what I thought was really neat is it had the different year-end awards from 92. So you have
30 years.
Yeah, and it had Wrestling Eye, Wrestling Fury, which I hadn't even thought about in forever. WCW magazine, and it also has like a review of Smack 'em Whack 'em.
Well, there you go. So you can use that for if we do 92 again. All right, so let's go to Rookie of the Year. Get your PWI out because I think we'll start with you.
Okay.
So my Rookie of the Year for PWI, and I don't have a clue. I don't know any of these awards. Hold on a second. I'm going to take a little guess. Bring it up full time here. Full screen, sorry. I'm going to go with Braun Breaker. Oh, hold on a second. I muted you. I didn't bring it full screen. I muted you.
I said that's a good guess, but in fact, it is
Hook.
Yeah, it is Hook.
Big time, yeah.
Rookie of the Year with 53% of the vote, and I do have Hook's rookie card.
Yeah, hold on to that, boys, because he's gonna be a big deal.
First runner-up is Logan Paul with 20% of the vote. Second runner-up is Paige Van Zant with 6%. Third runner-up is Tony D'Angelo with 5%. And honorable mentions totaling 16% of the vote include Lash Legend, Kid Bandit, and Tiffany Stratton.
So he didn't make it at all, Braun Breaker? That's strange.
I think he was last year.
Okay. So
2021.
Bring you up. So who is my Rookie of the Year?
I'm going to say it's also Hook.
This man coming up right here. Is number 2. Logan Paul is 3. Pausing.
I don't know if you noticed this, but whenever you show a video and you come back, you're always muted. So
yeah, it's just a bad habit. I know. I do it.
Every time you say something, it's like,
yeah. Well, I just like to, you gotta guess. Read my lips. If you can't read my lips, don't watch it. Yeah. For Braun Breaker wins it. Hook's number 2. Logan Paul, and so what's the guy's name there from the Bloodline Solo? I can't pronounce his name.
I haven't watched when he was on there, so I don't know the correct pronunciation. I've only.
Well, you guys know who it is. You know who it is. I'm going with Hook 100% on this, man. I fucking love Hook, man. He is so awesome. I am such a man. He's going to be. I don't know about. I think he has to gain a bit of weight, but I don't know, man. They go crazy for him. They go fucking crazy for him.
So what's the other one? Like, if it's not Observer, what's the other?
Oh, the New York Times.
New York Times. Okay.
Yeah, but they don't have a Rookie of the Year.
Bastards.
Yeah. So, but yeah, so I love Hook, man. What are you going with, Hook or?
Oh yeah, for sure, 100%.
Yeah. How do you feel about Hook?
I like his presentation. I like how he's different. And
yeah, he's fucking great, man.
When you've been watching wrestling as long as we have, then good, bad, or indifferent, I will always be drawn to something that is just outside of what I'm used to, because like with pro wrestling, you've seen everything twice, like not even twice. You've seen everything like 18 times. So
yeah, exactly. Different. Yeah, exactly.
Something different. I'm all for it. And it's just like his go behinds and his quick, like
he's awesome.
With Taz on commentary helping to get him over, like it's brilliant.
I don't think you need Taz to get him over. I think he's over Because when that fucking music hits, man, that place goes bonkers. And when he beat Ricky Starks for the FTR, I mean, it was not the F2W title. That place went fucking. I went crazy and like, you made me mark out. It's impressive. Okay, so we're gonna go with Hook on the first one. The next one's a long one. It's most improved. So how I have it set up right now, I have most improved for you and me for Observer and PWI, and also do you have anything for the other magazine for most improved on that range?
They don't have. Oh yeah, they do. They have the most improved.
And also for New York Times, I have breakout woman and breakout male. So we're gonna have a big one here. We'll start with me on the Observer. So who is the most improved act of 2022?
Is it Sami Zayn?
It's the following.
The acclaimed, top of the chain, so I bet you know the name. Getting all the fans entertained. The acclaimed, running in the game, and we in our own lane. Everybody saying that they wanna be acclaimed.
Most improved. I cannot pronounce the person here. Mina Saswa? I don't know. Jamie Hayter, Wheeler Yuta, and Dominic Mysterio. That's the most improved for the Wrestling Observer. Most improved for PWI. I'm going to go with Jamie Hayter on this one, and I'll bring up full screen here.
It's a good guess. It's, in fact, Mandy Rose.
Okay, that's random.
Yeah, it's quite. She wins it with 33% of the vote. First runner-up is Madcap Moss. Second runner-up is Julia Hart.
She didn't do anything all year. She did nothing. She managed all year. What the fuck, man? Like, that doesn't make any sense.
Third runner-up is 2.0. And honorable mentions totaling 44%, which is massive for honorable mentions. So pretty much if you wrestled, you got a vote.
Yeah, exactly.
However,
Sting is most approved.
However, there's only 3.
Okay, let's hear it.
Camille, Dominic Mysterio, and Moose. So I don't know how that makes sense because
Don't try.
7%.
Yeah, don't try to make sense.
5%.
They don't. I don't know. They're probably smoking marijuana when they made that list up. All right, I'm gonna go keep you on the screen here. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, and then there's also for Inside the Ropes.
That's what I was getting ready for. Give me your most improved for that one, and then we'll pick. I'll go with the Acclaimed. I'm just gonna go that route, I guess.
You're right. The Acclaimed win it.
Okay.
I think that's a no-brainer.
Is that it?
Yeah. I was going to say, I think it's a no-brainer, but maybe you're a big Mandy Rose fan considering she got us all those views.
Yeah, no. Yeah, she has tons of views. That fucking idiot. That's like 3. 2 of them were us. So we have that. So now the New York Post, they have a thing called Breakouts. Let me go back to New York Post here real quick. New York Post Awards. Male Breakouts of the Year. Take a guess.
Is it Dominic Mysterio?
The Acclaimed.
Okay.
So they kicked ass this one. Warlow, Braun Breaker, Tamatonga, and Logan Paul. Female breakout.
Is it Jamie Hayter?
Liv Morgan. Jamie Hayter's in there as a backup. So it's kind of like the Acclaims Award, really, when you think about it. I mean, they won with a bunch of they won what? 3 out of how did we have in total? 5?
Yeah.
But the Acclaim wins it. They win it. The next award coming up is going to be Inspirational Wrestler. So I'm going to tell you all the ones we're going to use. Inspirational Wrestler for you, for PWI. Most Disgusting Tactic for the Wrestling Observer. Biggest Story for the New York Post. And Best on Interviews for your other one. So
Wait, is it New York Post or New York Times?
New York Post.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm going to go with, you can start with Inspirational Wrestler. I'm gonna go with Ray on this one. I'm thinking Ray. It's
a good guess, but it is in fact
John
Moxley.
Oh yeah, because he had a few drinky poos and got all fucked up.
John Moxley wins it.
Hold on a second.
32% of the vote.
That took way too long to get you full screen, but go ahead. Yeah, that makes sense with Mox. I can see that.
First runner-up is Liv Morgan with 21%. Second runner-up is Joe Doring with 10%. Third runner-up is Josh Alexander with 9%. And honorable mentions totaling 28% included Cody Rhodes, Mike Jackson, AC Mack, and Bianca Belair.
What, she left the company? Like, quit your job, kids. That's inspirational. Quit your job. That's a good thing. All right, we're bringing you back in the middle. My friggin'...
What are you talking about?
Didn't Bianca leave the company?
No.
Which one was it again?
She's a champion. You're thinking of Mandy Rose.
Oh, whatever. Okay. All right. So for most disgusting tactic, and we always know it's WWE thing for sure. We all know that. But what would it be, Andrew?
Is it bringing Vince out to get a standing ovation on SmackDown amid the allegations?
Let's take a little peek at the video.
Won't find their place in line. But I a strike around your finger now, boy, 'cause it's just a matter of time. 'Cause you got no chance. No chance in hell. You got no chance. No chance in hell. You got no chance. No chance in hell. You
mustache picture of him, like a fucking creep one. Yes, it's Vince coming out after sexual misconduct allegations. Number 2, that would be in Saudi Arabia. Obviously, that's every fucking year that comes up. Number 3, Ric Flair's last match, which is horrible, fucking embarrassing. 70 McMahon says goodbye to Vince McMahon. And number 5, AEW not punishing CM Punk after the Adam Page callouts. So that is most disgusting tactics. And yeah, Vince is a fucking slime ball. I mean, I don't care. Sorry, WWE fans, but he's a bag of shit. That's that. That's the most disgusting tactic. So you can go ahead, Andrew, with what do you have? Best on interviews. I'm gonna go. Well, that's pretty fucking easy. MJF. Come on, like, doesn't take much here.
Yeah, it is indeed Maxwell Jacob Freeman, and that is from the Inside the Ropes magazine. That was a category.
Or any magazine that has, like, there's no question it's MJF. I mean, who else is going to be in that category? I mean, maybe that's it. Like,
Chick Magnet.
Please. What, him bitching and moaning about everybody?
Hey, he gets views.
Yeah.
MJF is the king of the 800,000 viewers, but when Punk was champ, they were getting 1 million.
Yeah. Who gives a fuck with Punk? Okay. Biggest story from New York Post. Biggest story of the year.
It's got to be the ousting of Mr. McMahon.
Yeah, come on. Like, I mean, really, fuck. That's the biggest story. If he would have stayed away, that would have been the biggest story probably ever, but he didn't stay away because he's a fucking weirdo.
And people just, like, are okay with it. Like,
yeah, that's fine. He just basically did stuff that I'm not going to say out loud because I don't want to get in trouble on YouTube. All right. The next one is going to be, so most popular wrestler for you, underrated obviously for Observer, most underrated also for your other magazine, and best oh my god moment from New York Post. So let's start with.
Wait, why wouldn't you include Babyface of the Year?
They don't have Babyface of the Year anymore.
It is an ITR.
Observer?
No, the Inside the
Ropes. My bad. Okay, we'll put that in there. Fine. That's okay. Go Babyface. Let's start with ITR then. Babyface of the Year. I'm going to go... Oh, that's a tough one, man. Bring you up full screen.
Yeah, but I can't hold that magazine up because I
well, that's fine. Whatever.
It'll spoil.
I'm going to go... Fuck. That's a hard one. I'm going to go with mid-card Cody.
You're right. Cody Rhodes wins it for Inside the Ropes magazine. Babyface of the Year.
Mid-card Cody Rhodes.
He wins it with 18% of the vote. First runner-up, John Moxley, 17%. So it's really close.
Yeah. Well.
And then we have Sami Zayn in third with 14%, and honorable mentions totaling 51% include Drew McIntyre, CM Punk, Brock Lesnar, Bianca Belair, Hangman Page, Matt Riddle, and Sheamus.
I'm going to keep you on full screen. Let's go right to PWI. So PWI also predict mid-card Cody as the most popular wrestler.
It is John Moxley.
Okay, mid-card Cody didn't make it that time. Okay.
No. Moxley wins it with 32% of the vote. First runner-up is Roman Reigns with 18%.
It's a fucking heel.
It's PWI. It's most popular, so it's very like as soon as we were in the Attitude Era,
that kind of went away. They should
the category stopped making sense.
Yeah, they should just take it away altogether. But okay, keep going.
Second runner-up is CM Punk with 11%. Third runner-up is Bianca Belair with 8%. And honorable mentions totaling 31% include Sami Zayn, Liv Morgan, and MJF.
Okay. That's strange. Okay. Yeah, these people are on crack. Most underrated.
Well,
go ahead.
Sorry. Never mind. Go ahead.
Between them two, should I pick? Yeah, I'll pick Moxley. I wouldn't pick mid-card Cody. Mid-card Cody. Who the fuck wants to deal with that fucking guy, man? Oh, Dusty's my dad. We know Cody. You tell us all the fucking time, man. And I don't even watch your product, and you tell us all the time. Most underrated wrestler, Andrew. Who is it?
Is it Claudio Castagnoli?
It is not.
Oh.
It is Tashida. He's the most underrated wrestler. According to Wrestling Observer, Chad Gable is second. Ricochet is third. I cannot talk today. Muhammad Ali is fourth, and Ricky Starks is fifth. Ricky Starks not being there. Ricky Starks is no fucking good. So yeah, that's that one. And for the New York Post best oh my god moments is gonna be Brock Lesnar arriving on a tractor and lifting the ring at SummerSlam. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. Never seen it. Don't care.
Inside the Ropes also has the most underrated of the year.
Well, go ahead and bring it up. Might as well say it now. Most underrated of the year, I'm going to go with, I'll say Ricky Starks. They'll give him that.
Yeah, right. Ricky Starks wins it with 7%.
That weird fucking dancing he does. I'm not a fan at all.
Second runner-up is Chad Gable with 6%. Third runner-up is Ricochet with 6%. And honorable mentions totaling 81% include Sami Zayn, Sheamus, Austin Theory, Daniel Garcia, Mustafa Ali, Eddie Kingston, and Gunther.
We're going to get into Gunther later. All right. Let's take you off full screen. Yeah, kids, we're producing on the fly here. And it's garbage, man. This site's not that good. I think we need to consider doing our own stuff. We need to get more than 10 viewers to do our own stuff. The next one, the next award is Tag Team of the Year. And I gotta say, man, I'll do mine. We'll go with me first. Tag Team of the Year from the Observer. Like, come on. Like, who is it?
Is it Fuck the Revival?
Here it comes. Bucks, the Usos, the Acclaimed. And I'll jump into my next one, which is the New York Post. I'm pretty sure they have the same Tag team of the year. Yeah, FTR, the Usos, Briscoes, Motor City Machine Guns, and the Acclaims.
You didn't let me guess.
Oh yeah, like you need to guess that. Come on. PWI. Come on, man. It's FTR.
It is indeed 7-star FTR with the tag team of the year with 42% of the vote. And first runner-up is the Usos with 29%. Second runner-up is the Acclaimed with 6%. Third runner-up is the Motor City Machine Guns with 3%. And honorable mentions totaling 20% include the Briscoes, Damage Control, and Scott's favorite team, the New Day.
Yeah. And I'm guessing for your other magazine, FTR, they swept it. I'm guessing they swept it.
Absolutely. FTR tag team of the year with everybody agreed.
Oh God, yeah. They could have I remember they were having such a great year. Like I was thinking, are they gonna give them Wrestler of the Year? Like it got to that point where they could have actually said, fuck it, we'll give a tag team Wrestler of the Year. Which they couldn't because obviously it's wrestler, not Wrestlers of the Year. But they could have made a good argument for it because they had a hell of a year. Like the matches with the Briscoes, the dog collar match was awesome. Which I'm still like. It's funny because I looked it up and the boy, the god, Dave Meltzer was saying is the greatest dog collar match you ever seen was that tag one. I loved it, but I still go with Valentine Piper. But I mean, don't get me wrong, that tag match is a very close second. I'm not against it.
I mean, then there was the awesome Punk MJF match.
Yeah.
I'm going to say dog collar match has to have the best batting percentage of all specialty matches because you think of other ones and there's always some stinkers. I can't. That case match on Wednesday was blah. I could give two shits about that match. God, I mean, there was a Bret Hart Isaac Yankem cage match on Raw.
Yeah.
Cage matches have been so watered down that you can have Danny Davis against George Animal Steel in a cage match.
Hey! Don't be insulting Danny Davis, son of a bitch. All right, next award before we get to the halftime show, we're gonna drop into. I gotta go look at my format real quick. This is a different one. So, okay. So for PWI's Comeback Wrestler of the Year, best return and debut for me for the New York Post, character for you, best character, and best gimmick observer. So I'm going to start with Comeback of the Year. Hold on a second. This thing Comeback of this year? Comeback of the Year.
Hold on. I want to see if there's a Comeback of the Year in.
Well, you gave me the list of fucking awards, man. Come on.
Yeah, there isn't.
All right, then that's fine.
Which one are we doing for ITR then?
We're doing I think it's best character.
Oh yeah. Okay.
All right. So Comeback Wrestler of the Year. You can't put Adam Cole in there because he came back in 2023. Moxley. I'm gonna go Moxley.
It's a good guess, but it is Taya Valkyrie. Comeback of the Year with 20% of the vote.
Don't even know who that is.
First runner-up is Bailey with 16%. Second runner-up is Johnny Gargano with 12%. Third runner-up is Alexa Bliss with 11%. And honorable mentions totaling 41% include Bray Wyatt, Mike Bailey, and Saraya.
Bray Wyatt's a fucking bag of shit. Okay, best character. I'm going to keep you on full screen. I'm going to go with Sami Zayn.
It is indeed the cover man, Sami Zayn.
All right.
Rise of Sami Zayn.
Yeah, that's a good one. I'm a fan of Sami Zayn. I like him. I don't watch him to be much, but Sami Zayn's good.
And Sami Zayn's in first place with 41%. Second place is MJF with 19%. Third place is Roman Reigns with 9%. And honorable mentions totaling 31% include Bray Wyatt, Danhausen, Seth Rollins, Chris Jericho, Hook, Brock Lesnar, and Orange Cassidy.
Yeah, Danhausen's been missing for a while. You notice that? He got hurt. Or they just said, we'll take you off TV for 6 months and no one will know the difference. Because I love AEW. I think Tony Khan has ADHD or something, man. Because that motherfucker cannot, hey, look, we're going to put you on TV for a month and a half and, I'll take you off. And I literally think he forgets about these people. I think his brain is they don't exist anymore. When Miro came back on Wednesday, I think he was oh, hey, what's up, Miro? Are you coming here to sign? I'm already here. Oh, okay. Best gimmick per Wrestling Observer.
Is it the bloodline? Sami Zayn, baby.
I love Sammy. Sammy's great. He is great. I mean, I don't watch a lot of WWE. I hardly watch any of it, but I'm a fan of Sammy. The Acclaimed are second. Danhausen is third. The Bloodline is fourth. And another guy who's over like a motherfucker, Orange Cassidy, who's number 5. And I'll tell you, man, Orange Cassidy. That's how you get a guy over. How do you get him over? Just have him win. You don't need to do a bunch of crazy shit. You have him win 20 matches in a row. When that fucking music hits, man, the place goes crazy. And it's getting crazier every week. Let's go to New York. What I have for New York Post here real quick. Let's see. I had best return or debut. Let's take a look here. Bear with me for a second there, kids. Best return or debut. Oh my God. Take a guess.
Was it Bray Wyatt?
Yeah. And I remember when that happened, I was arguing with a fan on the internet. Dude, like, he's no good. Okay, he came out. Who cares? Like, he's not good. He sucks, man. Like,
if he doesn't have Luke Harper, a.k.a. Brody Lee, carrying his ass, then I don't care about him.
Yeah, no, it's trash. All right, we are at the halftime show. We're going to go over the sports, everything of 2022. And we'll get back. We'll get into our top 100 list that we'll get to in a second. Let me go up and grab my list here.
Honestly, I may have forgotten some of the winners.
Well, okay. In the NFL draft, first overall pick was Trevor Walker by the Jacksonville Jaguars. Who had the best records with an S in the NFL last year?
Was it Philly and Kansas City?
You are correct. They were both 14-3. Who had the worst records?
Was it Houston?
No, it was the Bears. Remember Houston? They won that game at the end, and that got them fired. They should have lost, and he would have got first overall pick. Ended up working out for them because they had a hell of a draft. I don't worry about the draft too much, but Houston had a hell of a draft. In the Super Bowl, here it comes up, a little video clip.
Here we go. Hurts, as all day. Now some rushers come. Going to throw it as far as his arm can take it, which is well short. And the Kansas City Chiefs have won Super Bowl 57.
You know all I see there?
What's that?
Do you know all I see there?
No, I was going to say, what's all you see?
A tie.
A tie? What do you see a tie for?
It was within 3.
Oh, yeah. So right behind you, boys and girls, my fans since 1995, been through the shitty years, been through the 2-14 years, watched every game, fucking suffered myself, went through all the blow-up or the playoff losses. My Kansas City Chiefs won the Super Bowl 38-35. Most valuable player in the league was Patrick Mahomes, greatest quarterback ever. Offensive player of the year, Justin Jefferson. I'll give you credit later. He's a killer receiver. Let's just see here.
I'll tell you this, Scotty. If I had first overall pick in a fantasy draft, that's what I'm taking.
He's a hell of a receiver. I'll give him that. Brian DeBall.
Who would you take first overall? Patrick?
Yeah, I got to go with Patrick on that one. He gets so many fucking points, dude. It's ridiculous. Jefferson's good, but the problem with him is he can have games where he doesn't get a lot. There's times where he might get shut down a little bit. Patrick's getting points regardless. I mean, he's getting like at least 20 points for you. It's almost automatic. Coach of the year was the one from the Giants. And Super Bowl MVP, Mr. Patrick Mahomes of the Kansas City fucking Chiefs. Baseball, best record.
Was it the Giants?
LA Dodgers, 111 wins, 51 losses. Worst record.
Cincinnati?
Washington, 55 wins, 107 losses. And in the World Series, this is how I went down.
World champions!
Fans credit. Good for them because they finally got that World Series win. They don't have to be harassed with the cheating. Fuck the team. I don't care about them because they cheat. But for the Astros fans, feel for them. All right. In basketball, best record and worst records.
Was it Milwaukee?
Suns, 64-18.
And worst record, was it Orlando?
No, it was the Rockets, 20-62. In the NBA Finals, here it comes.
Of course, Steph Curry with his dad, the emotions just pouring out. It might be his fourth, but it means so much. All the sacrifice, all the work.
I do love to see Boston lose.
Celtics, I think it was 4-2. And last but least, no, I'm just kidding. We got some hockey. Best record, worst records.
Colorado?
Florida, 58-18-6 in the worst record.
Was it Le Habitant?
Yeah, your Canadians, 22-49-11. In the Stanley Cup final, this is what happened.
Dynasty will be denied, and a new legacy begins. They've reached the summit, and the Avalanche are 2022 Stanley Cup champions.
You know, this device we're using is a bag of shit.
Wow.
For showing videos. It's horrible, man. But anyway, it's not us. Our internet's fine. It's the actual device we're using to record this with. And we got to find something new because this is horrible. They're lagging real bad. What's that?
Irritable bowel syndrome.
It's really annoying. But anyway, Colorado Avalanche won the Stanley Cup. And the next one, top TV show of 2022. You can pick.
Oh, because that's in ITR as well. That's in Wrestling Observer?
No, this is just TV show like in general. We're doing halftime. Not like wrestling TV show. This is a TV show.
Sorry. Was Better Call Saul still on in 2022?
Mm-hmm.
That.
No.
The middle of the season brings us to the middle of America. Well,
I thought you were asking.
What's the problem?
I thought you were asking me what the best TV show was.
No, what like top TV show for ratings wise?
No, obviously Sunday Night Football. I know that.
Okay, well, we do this every time. Did you forget all of a sudden? Like, how did you forget that?
The way you phrased it, you said best TV show.
Okay, well, anyway, NCIS is 5, Monday Night Football is 4th, Yellowstone's 3rd, NFL Thursday Night Football, which is surprising, and then Sunday Night Football. Top music act of 2022. Good luck.
Was it The Weeknd?
Something, man. The kids love them, so I don't know.
I don't know, because like I was telling you before, we were listening to a bunch of bands and acts that we'd only really heard the name but never heard their music. And his voice sums up how I feel about the voices of like 99% of the bands I listen to. Just weak. Like no range. Like nothing about it was memorable. It was just all production.
No. I don't listen to them. Top movie. You got some?
I'm thinking.
Yep.
I'm trying to remember what even came out last year. Some comic book movie, I guess. I don't know. Maybe Star Wars.
Coming up. Avatar. The Way of the Water. Top streamed TV show.
You know, if I can just... Nobody's
All right,
watching at this point. We're 40 minutes in.
Oh, fuck yeah. And our stream's shit, so keep going.
Avatar, the original,
Mm-hmm.
will always leave a sour taste in my mouth because, Scotty, I truly fucked up an opportunity to be with 3 at the same time. With others watching.
Isn't your lady friend in the home right now?
Yeah.
Be careful, buddy. Yeah. Okay. We'll get off that topic real quick before bad things happen. Top stream TV show.
I'm gonna say I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Here.
Something is coming. Something hungry for blood. What is it? The Demogorgon!
We're in deep shit.
Top stream. And another thing, like I have friends with kids and kids love that. I guess it's actually not that bad. I've heard it's that decent. Never watched it. Top movie streaming. No idea. Okay, here we go.
Many years ago, this candle blessed our family with a miracle. Our house, our casita, came.
Encanto, I don't fucking know. It's a Disney movie. That's all I know. And last, before we get into our stuff, is top video game sales. The top video game of the year.
Madden?
No.
We got a hit on it.
Just dropped. That did not sound healthy. Whatever you just dropped.
I just dropped my pen.
Oh, I thought it sounded like you dropped your phone. Call of Duty Modern Warfare. All right, enough of this. Let's get into the awards. Let's get into our top 100 managers and proteges. Let me grab my list. You're going first. Let me go grab my list. Where the hell it's at? Here it is. Okay. So, Andrew, 90 to 100. Or 100 to 90. What the hell am I talking about?
Okay. My number 100 is Captain Lou Albano and the British Bulldogs. And that was just because when I started, that's who was teamed up. And I remember the Captain Lou retirement angle on the TV. My number 99 is Bill Alfonso and Rob Van Dam. 98, Harvey Whippleman and Sid Justice. Number 97, Sonny Ono and Ultimo Dragon. Number 96, Mr. Fuji and Yokozuna. Number 95, Deborah McMichael and Steve McMichael. Number 94, Paul Bearer and Mankind. Number 93, Slick and Paul Roma. Number 92, Francine and Shane Douglas. Number 91, Luna Vachon and Bam Bam Bigelow. And my number 90.
Here it is. It's coming up. I got a video for you.
Yep.
Okay.
You know, there's a big letter writing campaign going on for the return of Hulk Hogan. But you see, kids, it's not going to work. You're wasting your time because you see Hulk Hogan.
Jimmy Hart. Yeah. So the clips, go ahead.
Here's the thing. It was really Jimmy's first main eventer that he had. Because he Honky was a big deal, but he was IC level. He wasn't challenging Hogan.
Well, he was main eventing some house shows, but yeah.
That's true. But kind of like how Heart Foundation could headline some B shows as well.
No, I agree. Excuse me. All right, my number 190. 100, Hulk Hogan and Ted DiBiase. 99, Kamala and Slick. Number 98, Dusty Rhodes and Sapphire. Number 97, Dark Order, Julia Hart. 96, Bam Bam Bigelow with Sir Oliver Humperdinck. 95, Andre Giant with Frenchie Martin when he was in New Japan. 91, 911 with Paulie Dangerously. 94, I'm sorry. Number 93, Varsity Club with Kimona, because holy fuck, I love Kimona. She probably is she's number one on my list in a lot of different categories. We're not going to talk about it. Yeah. 92, Butch Reed and Slick. 91, Wild Samoans and Lou Albano. And number 90 is the following.
He was very close with Hulk Hogan for many, many years. However, last night, as big a surprise to me as anybody. Joining me, WCW Heavyweight Champ, the Giant, the Taskmaster, Kevin Sullivan, still...
Jimmy Hart with the Dungeon of Doom is my number 90. All right, so 89 to 80 for you, Andrew.
My number 89 is Bobby Davis and Nature Boy Buddy Rogers. Number 88 is J.J. Dillon and Outlaw Ron Bass. 87, Frenchie Martin and Dino Bravo. 86, Gary Hart and Al Perez. 85, Mr. Fuji and Powers of Pain. 84, Jimmy Hart and Raymond Rougeau. Number 83.
Wait a second. You just went you're splitting teams apart here?
Well, no, because he also managed Jacques as the Mountie.
I remember Raymond being in really singles.
Well, no, but he was managed by Jimmy Hart.
Okay, okay, that's fine. Keep going.
Number 83, Bobby Heenan and Tama. Number 82, Bobby Heenan and Haku. 81, Lana and Rusev. And my number 80.
You know, it couldn't work out any better. Yankees are in last place. Mets are just about out of it. Who knows what the other two lousy teams are going to do. I'm going to bring a winner.
Do you even get that video?
Yeah, I got it. My number 80 is Bobby the Brain Heenan and Mr. Perfect Kurt Hennig.
So you got that fine. That came through for you fine?
Yeah.
Okay, it was on my end. That's fine if it's on my end. I don't mind then. Because I didn't even really get it, but that's fine. I've already seen it like 30 times trying to edit. All right. My number 89 to 80 is Kamala with Freddie Blassie, 89. Power and Glory with Slick. 87, Ultimo Dragon with Sonny Ono. 86, Ray Stevens with Bobby Heenan. 85, Brooklyn Brawler with Bobby Heenan. 84, Jackie with Kevin Sullivan. 83, Triple H with China. 82, The Acclaimed with Billy Gunn. 81, Freddie Blassie with Stan Hansen. And 80 is a little interesting. You might argue this one, but let's take a look at it. Hopefully I get it.
Let's go. Let's go. Get in there. Come on, hurry up. Jericho, you Finkel King into power. Look at this. To set up Shamrock.
Howard Finkel with Chris Jericho. You remember that?
No, I don't. I have no.
You don't remember that 99? No, it's hilarious. Yeah, and Finkel was his like sidekick there for a few weeks. Finkel was like dressed up like him and stuff. It's fucking great shit, man. Right, that was when Jericho came in. I loved it. It was awesome. Anyway, go ahead. 79 to 70.
Yeah, my 79 is China and Hunter Hearst Helmsley. 78, Johnny Valiant and Brutus Beefcake. 77, Virgil and Ted DiBiase. 76, Freddie Blassie and Nikolai Volkov. Number 75, Jim Cornette and Big Bubba Rogers. Number 74, Bobby the Brain Heenan and Hercules. Number 73, Bobby the Brain Heenan and Ken Patera. Number 72, Johnny Valiant and Dino Bravo. Number 71, Woman and Doom and Scott. My number 70.
There's your cash, Slick. By the way, how you getting it home? How you getting home? Oh, things cool, baby. Things cool. Hang loose. Hang loose.
It's
Hercules and Slick.
Hercules and Slick, because I know you put Power and Glory with Slick, but Slick managed Hercules twice. He managed him as a singles and with Power and Glory. So I thought that's why I had Roma and Hercules.
Now I couldn't find. I didn't really search that much, but I just found when Bobby sold them. I love how Slick pulls out the brown paper bag to put the money in. Like that's not racist or anything, but that's old Vinny back then. 79 to 7. What's the 79 to 70. 79 Harley race with Bobby Heenan. 78 Hulk Hogan with Johnny V. 77 Doom with Woman. 76 Mankind with Paul Bearer. 75 Danny Davis with Jimmy Hart. 74 Fabulous Moolah with Lou Albano. 72 the Blackjacks with Bobby Heenan. 72 Reina Savage with Liz. 71 Ric Flair with Liz. So Liz got a couple shots there. And number 7 is the following. Hart with Money Incorporated is my number 70.
Would you film that in a mud puddle? What the hell was that?
No, that's just the way it was shot. No, it's just, someone must have filmed it from their camera. I just found it on YouTube. I was like, oh, I guess I'll use that one. I think there's one for you that's like that too. Number 69 to 60.
My number 69 is Captain Lou Albano and the Moondogs. 68, Teddy Long and the Skyscrapers. 67, Paul Jones with Manny Fernandez and Ravishing Rick Rude. 66, Sherry Martel and Harlem Heat. 65, Jimmy Hart and the Glamour Girls. 64, Paul Jones and the Barbarian. 63, Brother Love and the Undertaker. 62, Paul Bearer and the Undertaker. 61, The Genius and Kurt Hennig. And stop my number 60.
I said slithered out. Last time in Worcester, Mass, Big Stud had you hooked. And we were about ready to drop the boom on you. I don't know quite how you did it, but you got out.
Big boy. That's a heavy fucking LGN right there, buddy.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it could hurt. You could kill a person with that thing.
Oh, you should definitely knock them out or,
Hurt
give them a negative attitude, as Gorilla would say.
King Kong Bunny, Bobby Heenan. All right. My 69 to 60. 69, Bama Bigelow with Luna. 68, Chavo Guerrero with Chavo Sr. Well, Chavo Sr. with Chavo Guerrero. 67, Sonny Ono with Yuji Nagata. 66, Hulk Hogan with Liz. That's heel NWO Hogan. That's not face Hogan.
But, that counts for both.
Okay, well, either way. Yep. 65, Ken Patera with the Grand Wizard. 64, Ole Anderson with the Four Horsemen. 63, Chris Jericho with Rufus. 62, Randy Orton with Bob Orton Sr. 61, Hulk Hogan with Freddie Blassie, of first run as the heel. And number 60 is the following.
Killing time here.
No, he's not.
We can't be afforded to be killing time here.
He's the ultimate entertainer. He wants everything to be just right.
I'll give him another minute or so.
Test.
And I'll get the hook out.
Check.
Will you stop? One roadie's enough.
There's something wrong with my mic. Check.
Too quick. I think we're good. Jeff Chandler, I think it's underrated. I really think that was underrated. That's an underrated gimmick. Like, I don't know how you feel about that.
It was probably my favorite version of Brian James.
Yeah, it was not bad. All right, 59 to 50.
My 59 is Slick and Butch Reed. 58, Colonel Robert Parker and Stunning Steve Austin. 57, Paul Jones and the Assassins. 56, Precious and Jimmy Garvin. 55, Grand Wizard and Superstar Billy Graham. 54, General Skandar Akbar and Kamala. Number 53, The Assassin and Pretty Wonderful. Number 52, J.J. Dillon and Ric Flair. Number 51, Skandar Akbar and One Man Gang. And Scott, my number 50.
Oh, punk pygmy, a Haitian, a normal size Haitian that somebody has beat the hot.
It is indeed.
Terrible Terry Funk.
Terrible Terry Funk with the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, and Dory Funk Jr. and Jimmy Jack Funk.
Funk, yeah.
He was probably my least favorite of the Funks.
I think so. Well, yeah, that makes sense. 59 to 50, FTR with Tully Blanchard. Sabu with the Sheik. Sergeant Slaughter, the Grand Wizard. Russo Brothers with Jimmy Hart. Jack Swagger with Dutch Mantel. The Berserker, Mr. Fuji. Brutus Beefcake with Johnny V. Paul Orndorff for Roddy Piper. David Schultz for Roddy Piper. And my number 50 is the following.
Females' top tourist destination, and the man whose crotch is truly the happiest place on earth.
All right, 49-40 for Mr. Andrew.
My number 49 is Kevin Sullivan with Captain Mike Rotunda. Number 48, Paulie Dangerously and Stunning Steve Austin. 47, Captain Lou Albano and the Wild Samoans. 46, Don Callis and Kenny Omega. 45, Slick and the Big Boss Man. 44, Jimmy Hart and Jacques Rougeau. 43, Woman and Sandman. Number 42, Freddie Blassie and the Iron Sheik. 41, Colonel Robert Parker and Bunkhouse Buck. And Scott, my number 40.
Anderson. One thing I noticed that Arn Anderson is very methodical about everything that he does. That goes back to the tradition of the Anderson family of being the toughest boys on the block. Now the question comes down, who's the toughest guy in the family? And I think we're looking at him right here. What it boils down to, Ole.
Our AA Arn Anderson.
The Enforcer.
All right. So my number 49-40. 49, Sam Woman. 48, Glamour Girls, Jimmy Hart. I want to stop there real quick. Very underrated. Glamour Girls, Jimmy Hart. Jimmy Hart was awesome in that role. I loved it. It was great. And I was surprised it got so low. I thought it would get a lot higher. Mr. Perfect with Bobby Heenan, 47. Lance Archer with Jake Roberts, 46. The Islanders with Bobby Heenan, 45. Don Morocco with Lou Albano, 44. Lord Steve Regal with Sir William, 43. The Iron Sheik and Nikolai Volkov with Freddie Blassie at 42. The Four Horse with J.J. Dillon at 41. And at number 40, we have the following.
Very, very true, Domination. You make opponent suffer. You will tear into the body.
Mr. Fuji. The original one. I mean, I guess you can go with the one in 91 or 90. That was kind of shit. All right, Andrew, 39-30.
My number 39 is Slick and One Man Gang / Akeem. 38, Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar. 37, Baby Doll and Tully Blanchard. 36, Jimmy Hart and Greg Valentine. 35, Joel Gertner and the Dudleys. 34, J.J. Dillon and Lex Luger. 33, Ron Wright and the Dirty White Boy, Tony Anthony. 32, Paul Heyman and CM Punk. 31, Sherry Martel and Shawn Michaels. And Scott, my number 30.
Copyright in that one. Fuck. That's going to kill me in copyright, that goddamn song. I guarantee it. Wait to see that one pop up when I fucking go to put this on YouTube. Bad Company with DDP. That's actually a cool intro. I like that intro.
Yeah,
that's cool.
It is.
I'm going to go 39-30. Let me grab my list again here. Give me a second to take a little drink of water. Get hydrated, kids. 39, Ric Flair Woman. 38, The Brainbusters, Bobby Heenan. 37, Shane Douglas Woman. 36, Big John Studd, Bobby Heenan. 35, Dick Slater with Dark Journey. 34, The Valiant Brothers with Lou Albano. 33, The Original Midnight Express with Paulie Dangerously. 32, Greg Valentine with Jimmy Hart. 31, The Stud Stable with Colonel Robert Parker. And number 30 is the following.
For the Miami Dolphins. And the NFL said, yeah, now you're going to face the Pittsburgh Steelers. Would that be fair? No. See, that doesn't happen in any other sport but wrestling. I'll tell you why. Because Jim Herd and the committees and the board of directors like to give wrestlers the shaft. Two victims of this shaft have come to Rick Rude, my dude.
The Dangerous Alliance is my number 30.
So you're putting the whole alliance.
Yep. Yeah, that's I didn't, but yeah, that's how I did it. Okay, 29 to 20 for you, Andrew.
My number 29 is Percy Pringle and Ravishing Rick Rude. 28, Missy Hyatt and the Nasty Boys. 27, Sherry Martel, Buddy Rose, and Doug Summers. 26, Bobby the Brain Heenan and Andre the Giant. 25, Bobby the Brain Heenan and Big John Studd. 24, Sir William and Lord Stephen Riedel. 23, Miss Linda and Exotic Adrian Street. 22, Gary Hart and the Great Kabuki. 21, Don Marie and Lance Storm. And Scott, my number 20.
Jumping anybody from behind. Now, you know me a little better than that, and I cannot believe that came from your mouth. Now, Sting comes out.
J.J. Dillon and Barry Windham. All right.
That's when I honestly think Barry looked the coolest, was in 1988 as a heel.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree. 29 to 20 for me. Randy Savage and Sherry at 29. Capitera Bobby Heenan at 28. Rick Rude and Bobby Heenan at 27. Robin and Bill Alfonso at 26. Shawn Michaels and Diesel at 25. Paul Orndorff, Bobby Heenan at 24. One Man Gang / Akeem and Slick at 23. Shawn Michaels and Sherry Martel at 21. Big Boss Man and Slick at 20. Sorry. Michaels and Sherry is 22. Boss Man and Slick is 21. And number 20 is the following.
It was electric in Chicago last night when CM Punk returned to his hometown. Thunder.
It was good 10 years ago, and Paul Heyman. Let's say it.
Get a little dig.
19 to 10.
My 19 is Gary Hart and the Great Muta. Number 18, Bobby the Brain Heenan and Ravishing Rick Rude. 17, Woman and Ric Flair. 16, Sunshine and Jimmy Garvin. 15, Jimmy Hart and Adrian Adonis. 14, Paulie Dangerously and Ravishing Rick Rude. 13, Mr. Fuji and Demolition. 12, Mr. Fuji and Don Morocco. 11, Harley Race and Big Van Vader. And Scott, my number 10.
Give me 1 second here. Sorry. Look at distracted there. Here,
Bang.
it's coming.
Defeat.
Yeah, blast from the past. Let the clouds separate. Let the lightning bolts flash. Even though there's no bad weather. Yeah, opinions. Yeah.
Randy Savage and Sensational Queen Scary Sherry.
Yep.
All right. My number 19 to 20. 19, Ric Flair and James J. Dillon. 18, DX with Rick Rude. 17, the Briscoes with the father Briscoe. That counts, right?
Yeah, I'll count.
Okay. So sorry. 16, Ted DiBiase with Virgil. 15, Vader with Harley Race. 14, Superstar Billy Graham with the Grand Wizard. 13, Brock Lesnar with Paul Heyman. 12, Hart Foundation with Jimmy Hart. I almost said Bobby Heenan. Number 11, Andre the Giant with Bobby Heenan. And my number 10 is the following.
Here, I'm going to say something right now. Buffalo. Nobody lives there that lives. It's all on their tombstones. They don't live there. They just kind of breathe and walk around like a bunch of zombies, like they're in a coma. There is nothing there.
I agree with Adrian on that one. That is Buffalo. It's just a bag of shit. A bunch of fans who think their football team's good. 4 Super Bowls in a row, people. You didn't win any. You can't do shit in the playoffs now, so your city and team sucks. All right. Go ahead.
Well, you already know what my number 1 is, so I want you to guess my number 2.
I will, once we get to it. So do 9 to 1, but I'll guess your 2.
Sure. My number 9 is Teddy Long and Doom. Number 8, Bobby Heenan and Paul Orndorff. Number 7, Miss Elizabeth and Randy Savage. Number 6, J.J. Dillon and Tully Blanchard. Number 5, Jimmy Hart and the Honky Tonk Man. Number 4, Jimmy Hart and the Hart Foundation. Number 3, Paul Ellering and the Road Warriors.
Nick Bockwinkel and Bobby Heenan to number 2.
You're right, yes.
Because I was thinking in my head, well, he has had that on there. And your number 1 is the following.
Give
you something to share, brother. The Midnight Express. If you can clip their wings, you're doing something, because we're the hottest thing.
And Paul. Oh my God, Jim Cornette. What is wrong with me? It's only middle of the day. I think my brain's going crazy here. All right. And my following is 9 to 10. 9 to 1. Okay, I'm really fucked up right now.
I want to guess your number one as well.
You will, yeah. Nick Bockwinkel with Bobby Heenan is 9. Terry Funk with Jimmy Hart is 8. Tully Blanchard, Baby Doll 7. King Kong Bunny, Bobby Heenan is 6. Mr. Fuji with Don Morocco is 5. Road Warriors with Paul Ellering is 4. Midnight Express with Jim Cornette is 3. Jimmy Hart with the Honky Tonk Band is 2. And guess my number 1.
Is it Harvey Whippleman and Well Done?
No, that's not it.
Is it The Coach and Beverly Brothers?
No. One more shot.
Oh, Jameson with the Bushwhackers.
Next to the god of professional wrestling. And now, Kenny, I stand next.
Wow.
The former manager of Kenny Omega, Mr. Don Callis. That's my
Wow. I did not expect that to be number 1.
Because, I didn't expect it either. I just did my voting, and that's what came up as number 1. So that is our top 100 managers and proteges. And you can put in your comments an hour in. You're not putting shit in your comments. Unless my dad's there as a ghost commenting. Ghost Bernard. Like, oh, look, Dad. Good for you. Thanks. Bringing the viewers. But if you're still watching, I'm chapter. We had a couple people get a little upset about our last list. So tell us what you think.
Yep.
All right. Let's jump back into the awards. Let's get up to most. Okay, so let me go into my format here. This is most hated, most overrated for Observer. I think that's it. Do you got anything most hated in the other ones? I don't got it for New York Post.
There's Heel of the Year.
Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, so let's just jump into you, Andrew. I mean, come on, Heel of the Year. It's not hard to tell. It's fucking MJF, obviously. I mean, if it's not MJF, it's the God. We riot.
Maxwell Jacob Freeman wins with 49% of the vote. He is indeed better than you and the most hated wrestler of the year. First runner-up is Roman Reigns with 10%. Second runner-up is Chris Jericho with 7%. And that's true. He's one of my most hated guys. And the third place with 5%, Sammy Guevara. And honorable mentions totaling 29% include Matt Cardona, CM Punk, and Seth Rollins.
Oh, yeah. That has to be Heel of the Year. There's no question. I mean, MJF's, I think, Heel of the Decade. God, he's been killing it. Most overrated wrestler for the Wrestling Observer newsletter.
Well,
go ahead.
For Inside the Ropes, MJF does win Heel of the Year in first place with 57%. Second place is Roman Reigns with 28%. Third place is Seth Rollins with 3%. And honorable mentions totaling 12% include Sami Zayn, Chris Jericho, Bayley, CM Punk, Vince McMahon, Austin Theory, and Gunther.
Yeah, Vince is a hell of a heel, I'll tell you that. Most overrated wrestler for Pro Wrestling Illustrated, Wrestling Observer.
Is it Omos?
It is Ronda Rousey. Question to you: what's the hatred for her all of a sudden? I watched it to be. Why they hate her?
Well, apparently she's regressed quite a bit because her debut match is probably, in my opinion, the best debut match I've ever seen.
Yeah,
and
kind of can't go from there. Then I guess you're kind of fucked.
Well, she has different opinions on where her character should be than the fans, and that's always an issue when somebody is trying to be a babyface, but the fans are making them a heel, and it's not the best.
All right, that's Most Overrated Wrestler by the Pro Wrestling Illustrated. Oh, I gotta give you the runner-ups. 1 second here. Runner-ups. Oh, P.S. for Feud of the Year. CM Punk MJF was runner-up. Cody Rhodes, big card Cody Rhodes, and Seth Rollins in the Elite and Death Triangle.
We didn't do Feud of the Year.
I did. I just did it, I guess. Well, where were we at here? That's weird. I apologize. Well, we'll get to that soon enough. I just told you. I didn't tell you who won. Anyway, Tyrus is number 2 for Most Overrated. Roman Reigns, CM Punk. That's extremely correct in Austin Theory. So the next award we're going to go with is going to be Manager of the Year for PWI. Or sorry, Manager of the Year is your other one. Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay, Manager of the Year for that. Faction of the Year for PWI. Manager of the Year for New York Post. And Best On Wrestler for Observer. I'm going to bring up full screen, and we're going to go for Manager of the Year for you. Paul Heyman?
Yes. Paul Heyman wins it with 64%.
He's a different manager I'm thinking of. Well, I guess Don Callis, but Omega was there most of the year.
Second runner-up is William Regal with 24%.
Yeah.
Third runner-up is Billy Gunn with 3%. And votes for others, totaling 9%, included Starlet, Christian Cage, Don Callis, Sami Zayn, and Stokely Hathaway.
Okay. And the next one's the Manager of the Year again. Is that correct?
No.
Oh, Faction of the Year. Oh, Bloodline.
Yeah, it is indeed the Bloodline.
Yeah.
They win it with 48% of the vote.
Sammy with the fucking black. I love it. So great. Keep going.
First runner-up is the Blackpool Combat Club with 17%. Second runner-up is the Jericho Appreciation Society with 10%. Third runner-up is Bullet Club with 6%. And honorable mentions totaling 19% include Toxic Attraction, Honor No More, and Judgment Day.
Okay. All right. So Manager of the Year for New York Post. Take a wild guess, Andrew.
Is it Paul Heyman?
It's Paul Heyman. Don Callis, Jado, and MVP are runner-ups. And Best Non-Wrestler per Wrestling Observer.
Is it Paul Heyman?
It's also Paul Heyman. It's the Paul Heyman show, I guess. There we go. Paul Heyman's. I like that creepy smile. And I'm going to jump in real quick. I kind of jumped over a award category with Best Feud. I don't know why I jumped over it. I must have. Oh, I was supposed to do it before the halftime. So let's go into Feud of the Year. Do you have that? What do you have that for? I have it for Observer. You have it for PWI. Do you have it for anything else?
Yes, in ITR they have a category called Rivalry of the Year, so they're using WWE vernacular.
Let me take a look at my New York Post real quick. See, I have Storyline of the Year, so I guess the same deal. So I'll start with me, and then we'll go to you. So the Observer, Feud of the Year.
Is it MJF and CM Punk?
Nope. No, it is not. It is FTR and the Briscoes. RIP. Got that going on there. So yeah, great feud, great matches. So I can understand that. And
great promos too, leading up to
yeah, Briscoes are amazing at promos. FTR is really good too. The New York Post Storyline of the Year.
Is it the Vince stuff?
No, it's Sami Zayn the Bloodline.
Oh.
Yeah. Kind of put in there as close as I came to Feud of the Year. I figured what the hell, right? Throw it in there. So Feud of the Year for you. I'm going to start with PWI. That's cool. I'm going to go MJF and CM Punk.
It is indeed. MJF versus CM Punk. They win it with 27% of the vote. Honorable mentions. Blackpool Combat Club versus the Jericho Appreciation Society with 15% of the vote. Second runner-up is Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar with 13% of the vote. And third runner-up is Becky Lynch versus Bianca Belair with 8% of the vote. And honorable mentions totaling 37% include Honor No More versus Impact Wrestling, Donna Del Mondo versus Prominence, and Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins.
Mid-card Cody Rhodes. Mid-card Cody. And what's your next one? You said, what was the next one called again?
Rivalry of the Year.
I'll say Bloodline and Kevin Owens.
It is CM Punk versus MJF. And second place is Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins.
Mid card Cody Rhodes.
Main event Cody.
Mid-card
WrestleMania
Cody.
main eventer.
Mid-card
Just like
Cody.
Sid.
Yeah, same realm.
Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns with 8% is in third place. And honorable mentions totaling 42% include CM Punk versus The Elite, FTR versus the Briscoes, The Bloodline versus Sami Zayn, and Blackpool Combat Club versus Jericho Appreciation Society.
Okay. That's fabulous. Best women's wrestler. I think everybody has a category for this one. So we'll start with you, Andrew. Let's go with the other magazine. I keep forgetting the name of it. We'll put them up. Bianca Belair.
Yes. Bianca Belair wins Female Wrestler of the Year with 45% of the vote. Second place is Jamie Hayter with 10%. Third place is Rhea Ripley with 8%. And honorable mentions totaling 37% of the vote include Becky Lynch, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, Liv Morgan, Jade Cargill, Toni Storm, Mandy Rose, and Bayley.
And I'm going to go with Britt Baker for PWI.
It is Bianca Belair. She wins it with 21% of the vote. First runner-up is Jade Cargill with 14%. Second runner-up is Thunder Rosa with 13%. And third runner-up is Britt Baker with 9% of the vote. And honorable mentions totaling 43% include Syuri, Mickie James, Liv Morgan, and Becky Lynch.
All right. So for the Wrestling Observer newsletter, Women's Wrestler of the Year. I get you off full screen. It's not let me. There we go. Who is the Wrestling Observer Woman Wrestler of the Year?
Well, shouldn't you be on full screen when it's Wrestling Observer?
No, you're going back. The thing has a mind of its own. No, I'm showing videos.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Bianca Belair.
Get down to the video. It's the following. Music I've ever heard in my goddamn life. Like that.
At least it's really loud.
Oh my, yeah, exactly. Sarura, I can't pronounce her name, but Bianca Belair second, Jamie Hayter, and that's that. So and for New York Post, we have.
Is it Bianca Belair?
Give me a second here. I gotta find it. It is Bianca Belair. Becky Lynch is second. Bayley, Mandy Rose, Jade Cargill, and Jordan Grace. So I'm gonna go Bianca on that one, even though I don't watch WWE, but I've seen her stuff. She's good. Actually, but I will say this: Rhea Ripley has her beat because that's her and that Charlotte Flair match. Mania was fucking killer. So, but we'll go Bianca Belair, the people who won. The next category. Did we do faction for you already? Because this is you alone.
Yeah.
We did faction. Okay. Best supercard. This is just me alone.
No, there's a supercard in ITR.
Okay. So we'll go with me first. Best supercard for the Observer.
Was it Mania?
Forbidden Door. Let me go take a look at the back. So we have Forbidden Door was the best card of the year per Wrestling Observer. Revolution was number 2. Mania was 3. Stardom 5. Grand Prix Finals was 4. And Clash at the Castle was a 5. For you guys, I'll go Mania. I'll just say Mania.
Mania 38 wins it with 34% of the vote. Second place is Clash at the Castle with 21%. And third place is AEW versus New Japan Forbidden Door with 14%. Honorable mentions totaling 31% include SummerSlam, All Out, Full Gear, Revolution, Double or Nothing, and Survivor Series : War Games.
So we're gonna get into match of the year. We know who wins it, so we'll just tell each other our match of the year. I'll start with me.
You don't know you don't know which magazine won which.
Okay, we'll start with me first, and then we'll jump into yours, and then we'll talk about them. So for the Wrestling Observer, I don't have any like Wrestling Observer match of the year.
Was it Okada versus Ospreay G1 finals?
Yes, it was. That was number one. FTR versus Briscoes was number 2. It doesn't tell us which one. Okada versus Ospreay. This is one. FTR versus Briscoes. So 2 FTR versus Briscoes, and Gunther versus Sheamus at Clash of the Castle. The New York Post. God damn it! Hold on a second here. The New York Post match of the year was
it Cody and Seth?
Correct. No runner-ups in that. And for you, PWI, I'm going to go Cody and Seth also.
It was Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins. They win it with 19% of the vote. This happened on June 5th. First runner-up is Gunther versus Sheamus. Second runner-up is Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar. Third runner-up is the Briscoes versus FTR, their first one from Supercard of Honor. And honorable mentions totaling 46% include CM Punk versus MJF from March 6th, Mickie James versus Deonna Purrazzo from January 8th, and the Elite versus United Empire from August 31st.
Okay, and the last one is, I just took out full screen, whatever, is the other magazine, and that's going to be the Gunther against Sheamus, because that's the 3 matches.
Yeah.
Any runner-ups on that one?
Yeah. The first runner-up is Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins. Second runner-up, in third place is CM Punk versus MJF from March 6th. Votes for others included 50% of the vote were the Briscoes versus FTR from April 1st, the Briscoes versus FTR from July 23rd, Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns from July 30th, the Briscoes versus FTR from December 10th, Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins from April 2nd, Will Ospreay versus Orange Cassidy from June 26th, which was at Forbidden Door. Great match. Drew McIntyre versus Roman Reigns from September 3rd.
So we're going to get into the match. I'm going to say one thing before we get into the match and talk about them. How did Anarchy in the Arena not get into any of them honorable mentions? That was actually my favorite match of the year until we get into what we're talking about. So let's talk about Cody and Seth first. Big card Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins. I'll mention nothing. I didn't care for it.
Seth is so annoying, and not like a good type of annoying. Like I don't care when he's on TV. And I know that you hate Cody, but Seth is the poison.
Oh my god, that match was like whatever. That's what that match was to me. It was like a whatever match. I didn't care. It was boring. They're both dreadful. I played on my phone most of the time. It was horrible. Now I'm going to talk about Gunther and Sheamus from Clash at the Castle. I have watched in my lifetime probably hundreds of thousands of matches. This is in my top 3 of all time.
Wow.
This match was fucking unreal, man. And I don't want to. This match blew my fucking mind how great it was, man. Old school, beat the shit out of each other. I fucking it. Honestly, I'm not kidding around. Like I don't know about my top 3, top 5. Like it's the best WWE match I've seen since Bret and Austin.
Wow.
It was just man, that was some. I was like, the thing I love about first off is all that stupid gimmicky fighting, and they're just standing beside each other, face to face, not moving. And Gunther is fucking unreal, and just I love the powerbomb spots where it's like the powerbomb where he hits him originally, it hits his tailbone. I think it's a fuck up. Power. Like Sheamus doesn't take it properly, but I think the second one was meant to be like that to show like I'm working on his back, you know. And the chops, man, when he hits him at one point, you just see the skin moving. And the finish with the fucking lariat, like that was just unfucking real, man. Match of the year, not even close. Like nothing even touches it. Nothing even fucking touches it.
I'm a big Briscoes FTR fan. I really thought that their first match and their third match were really great.
Oh, listen, I'm not shitting on them, but I fucking love this match, man. I watched it 3 times. I literally watched it 3 times back to back to back. Because I'm not a Sheamus guy, man, but Gunther, I love Gunther. Like, I don't like WWE, man, but if someone says to me, I'll tell you when Gunther's on, you can watch him wrestle, right on, because Gunther's the shit, man.
Here's the thing with Sheamus. He's kind of like Brad Armstrong in that he's been around so long that you're just tired of him in that environment. And he would have really benefited from either going to Impact or AEW or New Japan or really anywhere else just to give him a fresh coat of paint, because he's been there since 2009 and we're in 2023 now. And he's capable of having bangers because he's a very physical wrestler. And when it comes right down to it, I think that the pandemic taught us one thing with the Thunderdome.
Yeah.
The matches that get over are the hard-hitting matches if you have nothing else.
Oh, the fucking crowd was going absolutely ballistic for that match. Like, that was... I watched that, like... I knew going in Gunther had won it, because I knew he held the IC title for a long time.
Yeah.
But the crowd was so into it, and it was just old school, beat the shit of each other. You give a little new school stuff, and then the table breaking and stuff like that. But no, they absolutely rocked it. I mean, listen, Okada and Ospreay was good. I mean, don't get me wrong, but this match blew my mind.
Yeah,
you can talk about Okada and Ospreay.
You know, I'm not the biggest fan of either guy. Like, they're both fine. It was an okay match for what it was. It's not the style of match that I'm interested in, because like I'll be watching it and before you know it, I'm looking at my phone, and they didn't have the ability to capture my attention for the length of time that match required. Now, I'm sure if I'd watched the G1 Climax from night 1 right up until the finals, I would have been emotionally invested in anything that was going on throughout the tournament, but they did not do that in that match. Like, I've seen other G1s where the main event was like there was angles that played into it. There was stories that were leading up to it, and that there was payoffs. I didn't get that sense from that match. It was just there. That Gunther Sheamus match was the best match that we watched. I still think FTR Briscoes, but Gunther Sheamus was really good.
No, that's fine. That's fine. And like I said, coming into it, excuse me, my original match of the year was Anarchy in the Arena, because that was like, come on, man, Eddie Kingston at the end. Like, that's all you got to show, man. Eddie Kingston, like a fucking zombie, coming out with a can of gasoline was absolutely fucking brilliant. But again, Gunther and Sheamus beats it out. So that's the match.
This is coming from a WWE hater who...
Oh, I hate it.
Had we not done Newsstand versus Newsletter, you would have never sought out that match.
No, and I'll tell you, I remember hearing about it. I remember hearing about when it happened, and Meltzer gave it 5 stars. I'm like, really? Like, Gunther? And I asked you, and you said, oh, it's good. I'm like, okay. And fuck, man, it beat my expectations. All right. I kind of floated past a few awards. Not really. No, we're at the spot here. So jump through a couple ones here. Stanley Weston Award and the Bill Apter Active Legend Award. So you got both them, and I have Worst Gimmick. So I'll bring you up full screen, and we'll get through your 2 awards.
Sure, which one do you want to guess first?
Oh, fuck. Let's go with the Active Legend. I'm going to go with Stinger. The Stinger!
No, it's actually Billy Gunn.
He's not really a legend, but okay, fine. Don't put Sting.
That's true. I just think the fact that Billy's still so physically imposing that
he is. I'll give him. Yeah, he looks in good shape.
He looks like he could go.
And God bless them needles in the ass.
Yeah, God bless them. And how about the Stanley Weston Award? And let me just say this: for the first time since I've been doing this, Scott, and we're on like past our 4th episode of Newsstand versus Newsletter. This is the first time I've ever remembered. I think it's ever happened. 3 winners, so you get 3 guesses.
Oh my God! 3
Stanley Weston Award.
I have no idea.
I'll give you a hint. It's very easy.
How's that easy? I don't know. How can it be easy if I don't know the answer? It's like getting me to do a math quiz with a fucking calculator. Like, yeah, it's really easy. You'll figure it right out. What's the square root of 9,062? That's what you're basically doing to me right now. I don't know. Vince?
That's one guess. You get 2 more.
No, let's go with Vince. Just tell me what it is. I don't want to be here all night.
Well, we've got Minami Toyota.
Yeah, like I was going to guess that.
And a pair of writers. We have George Napolitano and Bill Apter.
Yeah, like I was going to guess that. Like you think I was going to fucking guess that?
It was easy.
Oh, simple. Fucking idiots. All right, fine. Move on. Worst gimmick. Worst gimmick.
Is that for you?
Yes, it's for me.
Man, I'm going to say Madcap Moss because I don't really watch.
Now let me see you.
I'm bringing you off full screen here. Hold on. That makes me not want to go to nightclubs. That kind of music. Fuck that music,
so
man.
Bad. So bad.
It's that I had to take my headphones off. It was so bad. Like Jesus Christ, man. Anyway, that's your worst gimmick. I'll find some. Let's find some. Oh man, you know what? I didn't even put this through properly. Hold on a second. Worst gimmick. Worst gimmick. Where are you at? You're hiding here somewhere. Worst gimmick. Maximum Male Models, number 2, Uncle Howdy, Kip Sabian, and Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt's dog shit. Like, he's absolutely horrible. A couple other things here. Best TV show. You got one and I got one. So I'll pick yours as AEW Dynamite.
No.
What? What is it? Don't tell me it was fucking Raw.
It's SmackDown.
Yeah, okay, no. I don't think so. Well,
SmackDown wins it with 47%. In second place is Dynamite with 35%, and third place is WWE Monday Night Raw with 11% of the vote.
Yeah, okay. What was my show of the year?
Dynamite?
Yeah, obviously. You fucking morons. Whoever voted for fucking SmackDown's on crack. Like, get your fucking head checked. Dynamite wins it with 4,020 votes. SmackDown comes in second with 1,800 votes. So what does that tell you? Rampage, New Japan Strong, Impact Wrestling. Like, come on. And obviously I'm picking Impact on that one because we actually picked.
You mean Dynamite?
Dynamite, sorry, yeah. Not Impact. What am I thinking? But for you, best independent wrestler. Oh, I gotta guess this one. God, I don't know, man. I don't watch the indies at all, bud. Roderick Strong? I don't know.
It is Matt Cardona. He wins it with 52% of the vote. First runner-up is Ali Catch with 9%. Second runner-up is Trish Adora with 8%. And third runner-up with 7% is Giuseppe Gambini. Honorable mentions totaling 34% include Nick Gage, AC Mack, and Effie.
Okay. That's fantastic. Thank you for that information. I'm glad to hear it. Best commentator, we have All Wrestle Observer and your other magazines. So which one for you, best commentator? I'm going to go with old Tony Schiavone.
It is Pat McAfee.
Oh, God, no. What in the world is wrong with you people? Listen, hey, before I get into this, I love Pat McAfee on like his podcasts and football related stuff. Him as an announcer at pro wrestling is fucking dog shit. It is awful. And if you're like seriously, no goddamn way, man. That's he's horrible as an announcer. He should be in the worst announcer commentating list, not the best. But go ahead.
Second runner-up is Michael Cole with 17%.
What the fuck, man? Like, what in the fuck? Get your fucking head checked, people. Michael Cole, seriously?
Yep.
I'd rather hear cats fighting outside my fucking window at night than that idiot talk.
Third place, we've got Excalibur with 16%. And votes for others were added up to 40%, included Taz, Corey Graves, Jim
Corey
Ross,
Graves, get the fuck out of here.
Wade Barrett, Tony Schiavone, William Riedel, and Kevin Kelly.
Who's my best commentator for the Observer?
Is it Excalibur?
It's Kevin Kelly. Kevin Kelly wins it. Let's go find it here. Excalibur's second. Taz, Pat. You got Pat McAfee in there. I don't know what the fuck they do that for. Obviously, Kevin Kelly by about 3,000 miles times by 3. That's fucking awful, man. That's disgusting.
Disgusting. How about New York Post? They haven't been up in a while. Are they all?
I think they're all out of awards. Let me go take a look at them here.
Did they not have a match of the year? Or no, it was Cody and Seth, right?
Yeah. Let's see, they have Wrestler of the Year, obviously.
Yeah.
Oh, they have Pay-Per-View of the Year. So I'll just say what it was Revolution. Promo of the Year. You want to guess that one?
Was it MJF?
MJF Pipe Bomb. Yeah, and we just got male wrestler left, which we'll get to in a minute. Let's go take a look here. We have Promotion of the Year. That's just for me. And come on, I mean, that's not.
No, there's also a Promotion of the Year for ITR.
Oh, really? Okay, well, let me guess. Let's go mine first. What's Wrestling Observer's Promotion of the Year?
Is it WWE?
It is not. It is All Elite Pro Wrestling. They are a promotion of the year, which I was surprised by because I know Dave hates them now, but his people didn't go with it. Stardom is number 2. WWE is number 3. At New Japan Pro Wrestling and UFC. I'm going to go with your fucking shitty magazine as WWE. I'm going to think they're going to put it up there.
Yeah.
My fucking God. My fucking God, man.
WWE wins it with 65% of the vote.
Really? So 65% of people are fucking idiots. Right up. You're for fucking idiots. This is ridiculous that they got 65% of the vote.
Second place goes to AEW with 26%. Third place is Stardom with 2%. And honorable mentions totaling 7% included MLW, Impact Wrestling, GCW, and New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Yeah, they can suck a dick. It's obviously All Elite Pro Wrestling. Fucking morons. Last but fucking least, and I think we're basically done this when you go through your deaths. Wrestler of the Year. We'll start with you, Andrew. I'm going to bring up full screen. I'm going to say for PWI, Maxwell Jacob Freeman.
It's the head of the table.
Oh, really?
The Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns, wins it with 34% of the vote. Acknowledge him. And first runner-up is John Moxley with 23%. Second runner-up is Bianca Belair with 7%. Third runner-up is Cody Rhodes with 6% of the vote.
Mid-card Cody Rhodes.
Honorable mentions totaling 30% include Will Ospreay, Josh Alexander, and Bryan Danielson.
Okay, your other fucking shit magazine, that piece of garbage you got over there. Like, I'm going to guess there, but Cody is Wrestler of the Year.
No, it's actually Roman Reigns.
You don't say. You don't say. The WF guy, eh?
With 36% of the vote. Second place is John Moxley with 11%.
I figured they'd put, maybe someone else in there from WWE.
Third place, Sami Zayn with 11%. And honorable mentions totaling 42% include MJF, Seth Rollins, Dax Harwood, CM Punk, Sheamus, Bryan Danielson, and Will Ospreay. So you were mentioning earlier they couldn't have a tag team win Wrestler of the Year. But if you notice behind me, there's a guy that I believe got some votes back in the day. And also...
Yeah, Dax. Well, fuck that magazine. Fuck that magazine. Let's go with New York Post for this one. Their Wrestler of the Year is the following.
Oh, I'm going to guess.
I know. I'm letting you guess. Guess.
Oh, is it Roman Reigns?
John Moxley. Roman Reigns is second. Jay White, MJF, Josh Alexander. For the Wrestling Observer newsletter, who is the Wrestler of the Year 2022?
Is it John Moxley?
It's the following. Jon Moxley wins Wrestler of the Year with 3,101 votes. Roman Reigns the second, 2,211 votes. Will Ospreay, Okada, and that's that. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Moxley. You know, it is kind of hard not to give it to Roman a little bit. I won't lie, because Moxley was gone for a little bit during the year, so I was kind of debating Roman, but I'm going with Moxley.
I agree. I just prefer his wrestling. Like Roman does too much dinner theater wrestling, where he just has to have a moment where he's talking to the cameras.
Well, that's done to be for you. It's dog shit. So what's the totals?
We have. Well, what's your prediction? Who do you think won? So we got 4. First time.
I think the Observer won.
Observer won, and we didn't disagree at all. We agreed with every result, and it was the final tally is Inside the Ropes with 2 each, Wrestling Observer Newsletter with 4 each, PWI with 3 each, and New York Post with 1 each.
All right, so I'm gonna. You can go through the obituaries, you know, who died, all that jazz, and then I'll go through the secondary awards, and we'll finish her off.
Sure. We've got In Memoriam. Here are some wrestling personalities who we lost in 2022. Antonio Inoki, Scott Hall, Gene LaBelle, Tarzan Goto, Michael Jones, Darling Pat Sherry, Adam Windsor, Farmer Brooks, Ricky Gladiator Hunter, Mickey J, Dave Hebner, Tim White, Candy Devine, Rocky King, Matilda the Hun, Pepper Martin, Super Munico, Donna Day, Bill Ash, Tony Banger Walsh, Don West, Sarah Lee, Howard Brody, Strong Kobayashi, Andrea Angel Michelle, Ernie Moore, Shooter Storm, Carl Conrad Lauer, Jason Strife, Frank Cruda, Arturo Rivera, Marcus Crane, Gil Hayes, Babe the Farmer's Daughter, Charlie Smith, Joe DeRosio, Dan Murad, Bob Steele, Mills Lane.
I'll go with Scott Hall's the biggest one for that year.
I think Inoki.
Yeah, Inoki's big, but Scott was kind of shocking. Inoki you kind of seen coming. You knew Inoki was in bad health. All right, so rest of my awards. Most outstanding wrestler.
Will Ospreay?
You are correct. Danielson second. Best interviews.
MJF?
You're correct. Jon Moxley second. U.S. and Canada MVP.
Jon Moxley?
You're correct. Japanese MVP.
Will Ospreay?
Okada. Mexico MVP. I can't pronounce it.
Vikingo?
Yeah, that's it. That's the one. Yeah. European MVP.
Will Ospreay?
Yep. Danny Hodge Award, non-heavyweight MVP.
Is this a new one?
It must be.
I don't even know.
Same guy, the Mexican guy.
Vikingo? Yeah.
Yeah. Biggest box office draw.
CM Punk?
Roman Reigns. John Cena second. Punk's third. Most charismatic.
Is it CM Punk?
MJF. Bryan Danielson Award.
Zack Sabre Jr.?
Bryan Danielson.
Oh, wow.
Bruiser Brody Memorial Award, Best Brawler.
Is it Ishii? Oh, no, wait, sorry. Moxley? Is it Moxley?
It's Moxley, yeah. Best Flying Wrestler.
Vikingo?
Yeah. Worst television announcer.
I can't remember his name. Vic something from WWE.
Excuse me. Corey Graves. Booker T second. Jim Ross is third. Worst wrestling show. Worst major wrestling show, like event.
One of the side shows.
No WWE, Rumble. Elimination Chamber, and then Ric Flair's last match, which is his last match, obviously. Best Wrestle Maneuver.
One Winged Angel.
Hidden Blade by Will Ospreay. Worst show of the year. Worst TV show of the year, sorry.
Is it Raw?
It is Raw. NXT second, and NWA Power's third. Worst match of the year.
Does Shane have a match?
No.
Oh, I don't know. The men's Rumble. The women's Rumble.
Vince and Pat McAfee from WrestleMania.
Oh, yeah.
And Flair's last match was second. Worst feud of the year.
Anything with Bray.
No, The Miz and Dexter Lumis. And I'll say something about that. I don't watch WWE, but I seen a clip of that, and it didn't look awful because the part where he was hiding in Miz's SUV, I thought it was kind of a cool little thing.
But it's WWE, Scott. You know how it is. They'll bury it or they'll beat it to the ground.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Worst promotion of the year.
Is it NWA?
No, WWE. Best booker.
Tony Khan?
That's correct. Best promoter of the year.
Is it Vince McMahon?
Tony Khan. Best pro wrestling book. I don't know. I didn't read a pro wrestling book in fucking ages.
Yeah, I don't even know what was released last year. John Moxley's book.
Blood and Fire. This is Wrestle Observer Yearbook. 95. What's that all about? You ever heard of that?
Yeah, he's been releasing as a book like the entire year of Observers.
Oh, just trying to get some more money. Okay. And best wrestling documentary.
Dark Side of the Ring.
Tales of the Territory.
No, Territories, yeah, that's it.
It's which one?
Oh, was it Florida?
No, Lawler and Kaufman. And then Dangerous Breed, Crying Cons and Cats, Teddy Hart. Tales from the Territories, Mid-South. The 9 Lives of Vince McMahon was not good. That was awful. It gave us a ton of views. I'm not complaining. And the Tales of the Territories, Portland. And ladies and gentlemen, that is the Newsstand versus Newsletter 2022 awards segments. Yeah, I mean, that fucking Inside the Ropes is dog shit, by the way.
It's just nice to have something else.
But so yeah, put us down. Like a little late coming out. It's May, but whatever. You're still getting. You're not watching. We're an hour and 48 minutes in. You guys are long fucking gone.
Hey, our hardcore fans are still watching.
Hey, what's our boy? But he doesn't watch our Observer. He doesn't watch our.
He watches everything.
But he's real big into the Abysses Inc. He loves Abysses Inc. He's a big fan of that.
I mean, that's the #1 show on YouTube, I think, right now.
So anyway, anything else you want to add in before we go?
No.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for watching Newsstand versus Newsletter, and we'll see you the next time on an exciting episode of Newsstand versus Newsletter.
Beautiful plaque. Okay, the first one is Billy Jack. Billy Jack was voted by all you fans all over the world as the most improved wrestler of the year, and I'd like to give him the plaque right now. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce the man who received over 12,000 votes. 12,000 votes as the most popular wrestler of the year. Ladies and gentlemen, here's the plaque, and now here's the man who won it by your choice, the former World Heavyweight Wrestling Champion.